I want to tap that. So at least if you are completing your anthropological thought, I am telling you, your 50% of the syllabus has been completed, because you have to use these people. You have to use these people everywhere, in every answer you have to use these people. That is the reason, I know it's risky taking anthropological thought, but still I am taking anthropological thought. So we will start our journey with paper 1, anthropological thought. So first I will discuss paper 1 syllabus. In paper 1 syllabus we have 12 units. Unit 1 talks about evolution of man and archaeology. Unit 1 talks about evolution of man, how man evolved. So first unit talks about evolution of man, biological evolution of man, like Australopithecines, Homo erectus, Neanderthal, Homo sapiens, one after the other, how the phase of evolution happened, stage after stage after stage, how the evolution happened. That topic is present in unit number 1. And in the same unit, another topic is there which is called as archaeology. So evolution of man is of two varieties. Evolution of man is of two varieties. One is biological evolution. Number 2, I am wearing this dress. This is a dress. Means what? Cultural evolution. One is culture, how we live, what we eat, what is our behavior. These are all called as cultural evolution. What tools we use for the sake of hunting in the beginning, what we used, that is called as archaeology. So the first topic is with respect to the unit 1 talks about biological evolution of man and cultural evolution of man, mainly with respect to tools, that is called as archaeology. So first unit of paper 1 talks about biological evolution of man, archaeology. Coming to second unit, it is called second, third, fourth, fifth, this together. These 3 units together is called as socio-culture anthropology. First you have to get this. Socio-culture anthropology. In the socio-culture anthropology, we will be explaining about, or we will be studying about how our culture is. This is one society. Now we people came together. Now we people are associated with each other. It's a combination of people. So this combination of people, interrelationship between the people. Now we all are connected by a discipline called as anthropology. This is anthropology society. You and me are connected. Because of what? Because of anthropology. So this connection of the people can be called as anthropological society, because our common point is anthropology. In the same way, there might be Hindu society, there might be Indian society, there might be American society. What is the common point? India. Indian society, or Telugu society, or Malayalam society, or Tamil society. The common point is language. The common point is language. So second unit we will be understanding about in detail a culture kya hota hai, what is this culture, what is this society. In culture, what is most important? Marriages. People are coming together. What is marriage, what is family, what is kinship. These are the topics which are there in unit number 2. Coming to unit number 3, so when we got society got established, when we are following the culture, the third thing will be what? Economic systems, how we are going to live, how man evolved from hunting and gathering till today, till industrialization, economic systems, how economic systems has been evolved from hunting gathering to modern society. Fourth, political organization. Political organization at the beginning is called as band level political organization. From band level political organization to today, advanced form of political organization, how the evolution happened. So evolution of marriage, evolution of family, evolution of economic systems, evolution of political systems, evolution of religion. What is this religion? Karl Marx tells that religion is the opium of the masses. What is this religion? How religion evolved? People are dying for religion. People are ready to kill for the religion. What is that much important present in the religion? What is the first form of religion? What is the present form of religion? What will happen in the temple premises, which is called a sacred complex? What will happen in this sacred complex? Religion. And the sixth, which I am going to start now, is called as anthropological thought. I will begin the journey with anthropological thought. Seventh unit, language studies. See, what is the medium of communication between you and me? The medium of communication between you and me is verbal communication. Verbal communication means what? A means of communication. What is that? Language. Language is very important. If I am going to a tribal community, if I am going near one tribal community, if I want to know about their culture, if I want to study about their culture, first what I have to do? I have to learn their language, no. First I have to understand. If I want to watch a movie, first I have to know that language. At least subtitles should be there. So, language is most important in studying a culture. Language studies. Field works, mainly anthropologists, they will do field works. They will visit the tribal societies. They will visit the primitive societies like Sentinelese, Gond tribal population, Chenchu tribal population. They will go and they visit, which is called as first-hand information. They will collect the data, which is called field work. I am going to the field and I am collecting the data. So, how many varieties of field works are there? How anthropologists will gather the information, that is called as field work traditions in anthropology. And today I want to give you one that is called as 9th unit, which is called as genetics. So, everyone please understand, the genetics of anthropology and the genetics of biology is completely different. If anyone is thinking that anthropology is biology, 100% it is wrong. If anyone have a prejudice that anthropology is biology, you are 100% wrong. Anthropology is not biology. Anthropology is not biology. For example, I will tell you. In this genetics part of 9th unit, we will just understand that if people are marrying among themselves, when the people are marrying among themselves, what will happen? Just with common sense, with minimum knowledge which you have, when the people are marrying among themselves, like within the family, uncle-niece marriages are happening multiple times within the family, or brother-sisters are getting married within the family, like which happened in Victorian family of London or Paroha family of Egypt. What will happen to the next generation? The chance of getting genetical disease is very high, that much only. Why the genetical disease is occurring in the next generation? Because they are marrying among themselves. Why they are marrying among themselves? Because that is their culture. That is their marriage system. That is their culture. So, some of the genetical diseases which are occurring in the population is because of culture. Some of the genetical disease which they are occurring is because of culture. Culture is one factor which is responsible for genetical disease, that much only. We are not bothered about biology, we are not bothered about cell, we are not bothered about tissue, we are not bothered about kidneys, nothing. We are just bothered about when the people are marrying among themselves, the people are getting married within the family. So, obviously, in the next generation, there is a chance of occurrence of genetical disease. So, why? It is not because of the genetics, it is because of the practice called as closed marriages. It is because of the practice called as closed marriages. So, anthropologist, what he will tell? Anthropologist will tell that you people are getting married within the family, you people are getting married within the same group. So, the same genes are repeating. So, the next generation is suffering with genetical disease. So, that particular point we will be studying in this particular. It is never part of biology. If not, the optional name will be called as anthropology and biology, not just anthropology. It is anthropology. Anthropology, anthropology, study of man in two contexts, biological context, cultural context. So, in biology, the people are suffering with disease. Why? Because of some practices. For example, I will tell you. One tribal population is there which is called as Korwa tribal population. One tribal population is there which is called as Korwa tribal population of Madhya Pradesh. They will not consume salt. Never. Consumption of a salt is a taboo. Means they will not consume salt. You tell me, if you don't consume salt, what will happen? If you don't consume salt, what will happen? Goiter, iodine deficiency, several diseases will come. The people are suffering with, the Korwa tribal population are suffering with goiter type of diseases. So, the disease is because of what? They are not consuming salt. Why they are not consuming salt? Available is there. Salt is available, but still they are not consuming. Why? Because their culture is telling. Their culture is telling that no, our religion, our people should not eat salt. So, if they are suffering with goiter, means it's because of culture. For example, poor people, they could not afford mutton, a protein rich food, high cost, protein rich food but high cost. So they want protein. Protein is inevitable with fat, which is available with mutton or else with beef. Beef is called as cheap protein. Beef is called as cheap protein. But what the culture is telling? What the religion is telling? No, you should not consume the beef. So they are not consuming beef. Either they cannot buy mutton. So what is happening to the people? They are suffering with deficiency, protein deficiency, poor people I am talking about. So who is stopping them to get nutrition? Who is stopping them to get nutrition? It is cultural practices. So in that context we will be understanding if any biological problem is occurring, if it is because of culture, that comes under this particular part, which is called as genetics. For your understanding, I mentioned it as genetics, but it is called as physical anthropology. It is called as physical anthropology. And the 10th unit is called as understanding about human growth and development. How our growth and development should happen, whether our growth and development is appropriate or not. That we will be studying in 10th unit. In 11th unit, we will be understanding fertility and fecundity. What are the reproduction? Evolution, no? Man is growing, reproduction. And the last unit is called as applications of anthropology. 1 to 11, what all we studied? 1 to 11, what all we studied, we will be applying in sports. We will be applying in defense sector. We will be applying in criminal investigation, the knowledge of anthropology. So this come under unit number 12. So overall, paper 1 have 12 units, 1 to 12, and paper 2 have 1 to 9. The syllabus is limited, the syllabus is static. If you box yourself in this 21 units, your syllabus has been completed. So where you can score more marks is the optional paper. Why? Because the syllabus will be limited. The syllabus is very clear. You will have a clear idea what to read and what not to read. The same thing will not happen with your general study subjects. So here the syllabus is boxed. So within the box you have to rotate. You have to master within the box. When you are mastering without the box, within this limited syllabus, your optional has been completed. When your optional has been completed, that of confidence if you use in your general studies, you will clear your prelims, you will clear your answer rating of GS, you will clear your optional. So today, I am going to start with my first topic, which is called as unit number 6, anthropological thought. So in anthropological thought, for every unit, first I will explain the syllabus. For every unit, I will start with syllabus of that unit. After the end of the syllabus, I will discuss previous year's questions of the same unit. This is the protocol which I will be following. The protocol will be at the beginning of the unit, syllabus will be discussed. At the end of the unit, I will be discussing previous year's question of that unit. So the syllabus of anthropological thought, unit number 6, starts with classical evolutionism. It is about classical evolutionism. In this, 3 anthropologists are there: Taylor, Henry Morgan, James Fraser. Taylor, Henry Morgan, James Fraser. These are the 3 people who are part of this classical evolutionism. First school, classical evolutionism. First remember this. Second school, which is called as historical particularism, which is called as Franz Boas, given by Franz Boas. Diffusionism. 3 schools are there in this diffusionism: British school of diffusionism, German school of diffusionism, American school of diffusionism. Functionalism, which is given by Malinowski. Structural functionalism, which is given by Radcliffe Brown. Structuralism. This is structural functionalism, this is structuralism only. This is both. This is functionalism. Understand this. Functionalism. Structure added to the functionalism. Then function is removed, only structuralism. Structuralism given by Levi-Strauss, Edmund Leach. Then culture personality school, we have Ruth Benedict, Margaret Mead, Ralph Linton, Abram Gardiner, Cora Dubois. 5 anthropologists are there in culture personality school. Next, neo-evolutionism. In neo-evolutionism, we have Gordon Child, Leslie White, Julian Stewart, Sahlins and Service. 5 people are there in this neo-evolutionism school. Next school is culture materialism. Marvin Harris. Then we have symbolic and interpretative theories. Which is given by Turner, Schneider and Geets. Which is called as symbolic and interpretative theories. Cognitive theories, out of the box thinking, cognitive, cognition, intelligence, cognitive theories, Taylor and Conklin. Postmodernism in anthropology. In this way we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 schools are there. 12 schools are there, but subunits are 10. Why? Because diffusionism is part of this, structural functionalism is part of this. So, according to the syllabus, 10 subunits, but number of schools is 12. So, you got an idea now. If you master this 12 schools, your anthropological thought has been completed, your 50% of the syllabus, mainly crux of anthropology, is completed. Your crux of anthropology is completed. Then application, linking, then comes application, how I have to apply, link. Linking will come from next unit onwards. So, how many schools we have to study? Now we got a conclusion. How many schools we have to study? 12 schools we have to study. Starting with number 1, classical evolutionism, historical particularism, diffusionism, functionalism, structural functionalism, structuralism, culture personality school, neo-evolutionism. Next, symbolic and interpretative theories, cognitive theories, culture materialism. Last is postmodernism. Oh, acha. So, schools means 12 schools are there. Fine. Now you got an idea. If you complete these 12 schools, your anthropology thought has been completed. So, first we will be starting with classical evolutionism. How many anthropologists are there? 3 countries anthropologists are there. One is called as Taylor, other is called as Morgan, other is called as James Fraser. 3 anthropologists are there again, okay. 12 schools are there. In one school, how many anthropologists are? Just make a timetable, just make a table. Just make a table after the completion of the unit. If you make a chart and keep in your room, you will never forget about anthropological thought. First, how many schools are there? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. In this, how many are there? E.B. Taylor, James Fraser and Henry Morgan. Classical evolutionism, 3 anthropologists. One is E.B. Taylor, Edmund Burke Taylor, Henry Morgan, James Fraser. 3 anthropologists are there in classical evolutionism. So, first E.B. Taylor. First, I will give introduction about this E.B. Taylor. This grand old man is called as E.B. Taylor. Edmund Burke Taylor. British anthropologist. He is called as first British anthropologist, first professor in anthropology, first professional anthropologist. Because of this, he is called as father of cultural anthropology. Edmund Burke Taylor, E.B. Taylor. We can tell him as the first anthropologist, we can call him as the father of cultural anthropology, we can tell him as the first professional anthropologist. English anthropologist, founder of cultural anthropology. His important books, see, I am telling you, you know some idea. Don't remember the years names. Just as a teacher, I have to give you year names, I am giving you. But don't try to remember the year names, you can forget the years names, in which year the book has been written. But the book names you have to remember. So, his most important work, or the most important book which is written by him, is Primitive Culture. He is regarded as the first professor of anthropology. He is called as father of modern anthropology and comparative ethnology. He is considered as father of modern anthropology and comparative anthropology, and he is called as the founder of cultural anthropology. Who? E.B. Taylor. So, what is his favorite book, or his famous book? Primitive Culture. His name is E.B. Taylor. He is the founder of cultural anthropology. He is the father of modern anthropology. He is the father of ethnological studies or comparative studies or comparative ethnology. Sir, what is ethnology? You don't need to worry about one word. Small words also I will tell the meanings in the classroom. Ethnology. Ethnology means comparison of cultures is called as ethnology. Means if Hindu people and Muslims people are compared, or Muslim people and Christian people are compared, or Telugu people and Malayalam people are compared, Bengali people and Assami people are compared. Why? Because their cultures are different. Indian culture and Pakistani culture is compared. That comparison of cultures is called as ethnology. So, he is the first person who told that when we compare the cultures, we will understand the culture. Oh, these people are living like this, these people are living like this. For example, 2 persons are there. One person scored 300 plus marks. In anthropology, another person got 100 marks. When you compare what you studied, then we will know why he got 300 plus, why he didn't got. So by comparing the cultures, we will understand the culture properly. Who advocated this for the first time? E.B. Tylor. So E.B. Tylor is called as the founder of cultural anthropology, father of modern anthropology, father of comparative ethnology. He is also called as father of cultural anthropology also, but he is a beginner. He is the first and the foremost anthropologist of the discipline of complete anthropology. The next person who is part of this thought process, the second person who is part of this thought process is this person who is called as Henry Morgan. He is first American anthropologist, not British. He is first American anthropologist. Lewis Henry Morgan, considered one of the founding fathers of modern anthropology. He is known as pioneer of American anthropology. Why? Because he is the first American anthropologist. He is the person who popularized anthropology in America. He is the person who is responsible for flourishing of anthropology he is a pioneer of American anthropology. The study of human societies, cultures, how they develop. He was especially interested in kinship studies. So this person, he was very much interested in how the human societies evolved, how people are together, what making the people to support each other. For a kinship means relatives. He is the first person who studied in detail about kinship systems. How these relatives are staying together. If someone is coming on fight on them, these people are uniting. These people are uniting as a one force and they are obstructing the other person. What making them to be so strong? Kinship. If any social function is happening, why the people are calling one among themselves for the social function? What is the factor which is making them to stay united? Which is part of kinships, relatives. If in our families, first we will call our relatives, First we will call our relatives, then we will call our friends. The first priority will be the family members. After the family members, relatives only. We like it or not, we will call them. Why? Because kinship is permanent. Again, in any other function, first we will see that person only. How these kinship systems came into existence? Why people are so much serious about? Studied by Henry Morgan. In one tribal society, how the kinship systems are there. In another, like 6 tribal communities he studied. That is the reason anthropology means only 2 things. One is anthropological thought, other is tribals. Tribal examples, anthropological thought. He studied 6 tribal communities and understood. One kinship system is different, another kinship system is different. How they call also will be different. For example, what we will call in one tribal community called as Iroquois Indians, father's brother is not called as father. Father's brother, my father's brother. He will be having a separate name. But in Iroquois Indians, they will call father's brother also as father only. Not small father or big father. Father. Whereas in one society, Hawaiian society, father, brother will have a separate name, a unique name, a new name. So, kinship systems and terminology. How we call them also differ in different societies. This was been studied very, very keenly by this Henry Morgan. Especially interested in what? Kinship means relatives. He wrote one of the famous first Iroquois ethnography. Ethnography means studying about one tribal community in detail is called as ethnography. Studying about one tribal community in detail is called as ethnography. Comparison of ethnographies is called as studying about one tribal community in detail. If I am studying about you, it is called as ethnography. I am comparing you with other, it is called as ethnology. So this person didn't not only compared, but he studied in detail. He is first ethnography. He wrote one of the first very, very famous ethnography on one of the tribal community called as Iroquois. This is the introduction of Henry Morgan. So, first person is E.B. Tylor, who is a Britisher. Second person is Henry Morgan, who is an American. And third, this person is James Fraser. These three people are part of classical evolutionism. These three people are part of classical evolutionism, and third person is James Fraser. He is a British anthropologist. James George Fraser, a British social anthropologist, influential in the early stages of modern studies of comparative religion, means how Henry Morgan was studying about kinships. How Henry Morgan was been studying about kinships. This James Fraser was been studying about religion. How religion evolved. He told that the first form of belief was not religion, the first form of belief was magic. So, he studied about religion in detail. So, understand this. Henry Morgan studied in detail what? Kinships. James Fraser studied in detail what? Religion. So, what? Fifth unit talks about what? Religion. So, which anthropologist will come? James Fraser. Second unit, culture, society, marriage, family, and one more is there. What is that? Kinship. In second unit of kinship, who will come? Henry Morgan. So, it is not limited to this unit or not limited to this school called as classical evolutionism. Again, these people will come and visit us. Again, these people will come and visit us. So, if you are strong here, that will be very, very easy. Often considered one of the founders of contemporary anthropology, Fraser was among the first to study religion as a social activity that could be compared and contrasted. He is the first person who studied in detail, comparatively and contrastingly, means finding the negatives in religion. He is the first person. Why? Because understand, 1854 means 1854, 1874, 1884. At that time, any person who is studying about religion or any person who is criticizing the religion are accepted. Now only not accepted at that time, but he studied about the religion in detail. He tried to understand about the religion, comparatively studied about religion. So, these are the three people who belongs to classical evolutionism. Quick revision. E.B. Tylor, his book is called as Primitive Culture. He is called as father of modern anthropology, founder of cultural anthropology, father of ethnology. What is comparative ethnology? Ethnology means comparisons. He is the first professional anthropologist of the discipline. Next, coming to Henry Morgan, pioneer of American anthropology, first American anthropologist. He is famous for which studies? Kinship studies. James Fraser, British anthropologist. He is famous for what studies? Religion. He compared and contrasted the religion. So, if this person is there, means religion. If Henry Morgan is there for kinship or primitive culture, or the beginner is E.B. Tylor. These three people are part of classical evolutionism. Now, we will go into the discipline. Now, we will go into the thought, what they want to tell. So, E.B. Tylor, Henry Morgan, James Fraser. E.B. Tylor, Henry Morgan, James Fraser. So, now see, you tell me, nowadays two things are happening. One is called as conservatives, other is called as liberals. This is the concept which is going on in the newspaper or in the media channels. One is left, other is right. This is what which is happening in the media. What is left and what is right? Left wing and right wing. Left wing and right wing, you are coming across this term called as, so tell me what is left wing or left and right? Very good, very good. Liberal means adapt new things. Very good. They accept change. They accept change. Left, they accept the change. They want religious freedom. They love secularism. They advocate right to life and liberty. Who? Liberals. Conservatives, I am not telling conservatives or right wing are against right to life and liberty. They are also for right to life and liberty, but they don't accept change quickly. They don't accept change quickly. They are radicals. Radicals means what? Not negative term. Radical means very conservative. This is what the culture is. This is what the way of life is. This is what the practices are. In the same way, the practices should be there. That is called as right wing. Right wing is conservative, left wing is liberals. Left means accept change, right means they will not accept change. Right means traditional, left means modern. Left means adaptation, right means no adaptations. So people will, hey, you people are right wing people, man. Hey, you people are left wing people, man. We will tell or not. Why we club all these people as right wing people, or why we club all these people left wing people? Because of their belief. Because of their belief. You people are very much conservative. You all are conservatives. I am clubbing all you people under one particular school or not? And that school is called as you are conservatives. I am telling you people all are liberals. You people all are left people, man. You love communists. You people are socialists. You are communist people. Why? Based upon ideology. Based upon belief. So when this group of people are having same ideology, when the group of people are having same ideas, when the group of people are having same belief, then we will club them together under one particular school. We club them together based upon one particular school. We club all you people under one particular school based upon your ideology and your. In the same way, these three people are clubbed together under one particular ideology, and the ideology is called as classical evolutionism. So what is their idea, sir? When they are clubbed together, your idea are free, liberals, acceptance, change is accepted, adaptations. You people are conservative, rigid, traditional. So you people are clubbed together as right wing, you people are clubbed together as left wing. In the same way, these three people are clubbed together under one particular umbrella. These three people are clubbed together under one particular idea. These three people are clubbed together under one particular ideology called as, what is that idea? What is that ideology? So they are accepting this ideology, so they are clubbed together under one particular school called as, they are clubbed together under one particular school called as classical evolutionism. What is that? What they believe? So means if we understand this, means these three people contributed. These three people believed these points. These three people contributions are same. Classical evolutionists contributions. Means what is their common belief? So their common belief is same, so they are clubbed together under one particular. What are those? Number one, they believe that evolution did not happen at a time. Evolution did not happen spontaneously. Evolution did not happen just like that. Your birth didn't happen like this. Evolution is stage by stage, stage by stage, stage by stage. First belief, first thought process is evolution is stage after stage, stage after stage. Stages of evolution of culture happened at stages, but not in. What is the stage I will tell you later, but first general understanding is, so they believed stage after stage. If I go deeper, it is savagery to barbarism to civilization. Savagery, living like animal. Barbarism, having a thought process like animal, at the same time establishing himself in a society. Barbarism. Civilized, we people are civilization. So we are civilized, whether like just like that we became civilized, or it's a process. It's a process. In the process, first we were savagery people, then the next stage is barbarism people, next stage is civilization. So evolution is not spontaneous. Evolution is not just like that. Evolution is stage after stage. First point. They opine that the concept of racial superiority is a psychological myth. This all people believed that racial superiority is a psychological myth. Why? Because understand this. The time period is 1880. The time period is, the school time period is, this time is dominated by what belief? Racism was there in America. Racism was there in Europe. Colonialism was there in India. But in America and in European countries, what was there highly prevalent? Black versus white, which is called as racism. The people who used to believe that black people are racist, the black people are slaves, white people are superior people. Racism was prevalent. At the same time, Abraham Lincoln, these all people were been advocating for the rights of black. So what concept was been more prominent at the time? Racism. Today what is prominent? Casteism is prominent in India. In the same way, what was prominent at that time? Racism. So these people believed they might be white, They might be white. They advocated what? They advocated against racism. They believed what? Racial superiority is a myth. They told that racial superiority is a myth. Why? Because these people might be white today, these people might be black today. So just because they are white, you cannot tell they are superior. Why? Because if both get married within 2 years, a white will become brown and a black also will become brown. So it is just a biological integration but not cultural integration. How you can tell just by color they are superior? So we cannot tell if they get a very good environment, if they get a very good education, if they get a very good parents, then obviously black also will evolve. So believing that the racial superiority is wrong, racial superiority is a myth. Myth means what, sir? Myth means false belief. Myth means false belief. See, why it's a contribution? Being a white people, what they have to believe? Being a white people, they have to believe, yes, we are superior. So, see, when they are calling superior, they will be more happier. But they are inclusive, they are adaptable, and they are telling that racism is a psychological myth. It's a false belief. These three people advocated the same. Third point. Classical evolutionists are against racial discrimination. They didn't believe in superior of any race. Second point. Third point. Advocated comparative study or comparative method and survivals of the past. Classical evolution believes in comparison between cultures in order to draw cultures about evolution of culture. Fourth point is, next point, they told that. Third point is comparative study. Fourth point is survivals of the past. Comparative study. They told that if you want to understand the culture, you have to compare the two cultures. It will come again later. Now you remember this. Third point, what they advocated? They advocated comparative methods. If you want to know about him, then he should be compared with other person. Then you will know why he is like that and other person is like this. So if you want to know that, you have to compare two people, like UPSC. UPSC is not like academics. Why? Because comparisons. I want the best. When I want the best, you should be best when compared to other person. So I can know you are best when I compare. You can understand my classes are best when you go to other classes and when you come to a conclusion, the first classes, then you will come to my understanding that, or when you will come to understanding that when there is comparison. So comparative methods are good. When you had a friend, you are compromising, you got another friend who is too good, then you will understand that this many days I am thinking he is the best, but one person is there who is more. Comparisons are important. Who told? These three people told. Why? Because, see, this is chronological order. 1880, 1910, 1910, 1920, 1940, 1950, 1950s. Chronologically, the thought is evolving. Chronologically, here it is 1990. Till we complete the anthropological thought, we reach 1919. So, how we evolve, we will understand. For classical evolutionism are believing what? Comparative methods. Means what they advocated? If you want to know about the people, compulsory there should be comparison. But historical particularism will tell, next school, historical particularist Franz Boas, he will tell that, see, chronologically it is evolving means day by day it will develop or day by day it will degenerate. It will develop. Today first class, after 10th class you will get minimum knowledge. No? So by day on day it will evolve. So this person told, this people told, compulsory there should be comparisons. They advocated what? Comparative methods. But this school told, no, we should not compare. You people are false, what you are talking. When you compare, what will happen? We will degree them. When we compare, we degree them. He is good, he is bad. He is superior, he is inferior. When we get that feeling that he is superior, he is inferior, he is good, he is bad, whether there will be discrimination or not, whether the discrimination starts or not. Up to now I was been thinking this person is good, but suddenly I got another person who is more better, then I start discriminating this person or not, whether there is a chance of degree or not. So if there is a chance of degree, then obviously the one person will be superior, another person will be inferior. When one person is superior, another person is inferior, whether it is called as discrimination or not. So when you compare, there is a chance of. superiority and inferiority. And it's deep rooted, it results in discrimination. If it is for longer time, it results in violence. If it's in longer time, he will see, this many days he was good to me, suddenly another person came, he is looking at that person. Suddenly he is looking at that person, he will see, he is not changing, then what this person will do, he will go and fight with this person. These all things happened because of you came into existence. So when these degrees are happening, it leads finally in a violence. So next school will tell that there should not be any comparisons. So every person is unique in its context. When repeatedly when we tell one person, you are bad, this is good, you are not studying, you are both going to same school, both going to same tiffin box, mother will same tiffin box I am sending, same school you are going, but that person got first rank, you got 10th rank, you are becoming worst, then he will become more worst. Why? Because comparison is happening. If there is no comparison, the second school is telling that don't compare, every person is unique in its context. Understand where he is unique, develop that uniqueness. Understand that uniqueness and develop that uniqueness. Which school told? Historical particularism. So, this thought will be easy when you understand for the criticism on this next school, for the criticism on this next school, for criticism on this next school, for criticism on this, it's a development. For example, classical evolutionism believed what? Comparativism. Immediately next school will tell that you should not compare. True, every time we should not compare, you also know. Every time when we compare compulsory, the degree will be the same. After 20 days, what? I will not go to school only now, you see. Advocated comparative studies. Survival is survivals of the past. He told there will be some things which will be surviving from the past. There will be surviving from the past. True. For example, today we are post-modern society. Women and men are same. Women and men are equal. We are living almost, not 100%, we are almost in egalitarian society where woman is free, men is free. They can choose the partner. They can have a probation marriage, they can have a live-in relationship, they can stay together. If they are staying together happily, then they can have a marriage. In spite of the modernity, woman is economically independent, woman is equal on par with men, woman is protected with lot of legal laws, but still today we follow marriage. Survivals of the past. Still today we follow the culture, survivals of the past. It might be America also. In America, marriage came to an end or marriage is still there in America. Survive, some benefit is there, some advantage is there, some benefit is there. Why? Because it's a legal bond, social bond. People will accept. If both are fighting at you married 10 days man, why you are fighting? Then they will understand. Everyone are laughing at us. We should not fight. If anything is there, we will fight inside. Survivals of the past. So why? Because they are in a legal bond. They are in a social bond. There is some advantage. So these people want to tell that what is present in our past is also present. What is present in the past, it is also present today. Survivals of the past. These are the 4 major contributions which is given by the classical evolutionists. 5th concept which is given is called as, very interesting, try to understand this. Culture parallels. There is a concept called as culture parallels, means one culture, another culture, same, parallels, same, parallels. If not same, not called as parallels. Track, railway track, parallel we will tell. Why? Because both going same. They advocated a concept called as culture parallels. What is this culture parallels? Means it might be 2 geographies, it might be 2 different places. It might be 2 geographies, it might be 2 different places. If the culture are evolving in the same pattern, same culture, cultures are same, means parallel, which they gave a term called as culture parallel. But why culture parallel? Why same cultures? Why the cultures are same? We are calling, when the cultures are same, we are giving a term called as culture parallel. But here question come, why they are parallel? Why they are same? For that the answer is psychic unity of mankind. E.B. Taylor, Henry Morgan, James Fraser, these 3 people will tell that every man. It might be an African man, Asian man, black man, white man, yellow man, Chinese man, the biologies are same. The biology is same. The mental makeup is same. The internal structures are same. And the brain also the same. Psychic unity of mankind means the biologies are same. Mental makeup is same. The mental structure is same. Means this biology is same. When these people whose biologies are same, internal biologies are same, they will have same needs. What are the needs? Timely food. When they are afternoon, when it is evening, they want food, clothing, shelter, reproduction, which is a common thing, which is not at all a naive or a unique thing. It's a common thing. Why? Because we are after all a human being. Food, clothing, shelter, reproduction, these are the common things. If he is living in Africa, if he is living in America, if he is living in India, if he is living in Afghanistan also, these are the common animal things which every man wants, which is called as animal desires. When this animal desires, which are very, very basic, is facing some problem, if I am not getting food, there also if not getting food, there also if not getting food, environment is same, environment is same, environment is same. Here 10 days he is not eating the food, he is in front of the church. 10 days he is not eating the food, he is in front of the temple. 11th day, one food packet is there. It might be beef or it might be vegetarian, whatever it may be. He should survive. Here that person will eat whatever is available, here the person will eat whatever is available. So, the thought process will be same in similar environment, similar needs, and in the similar passion of acquiring the needs. So, the thought process will be same, the response will be same, so the culture will be same. So, human being, when the environment is same, the needs is same, in order to satisfy the needs, he is responding will be same. That response is called as, for example, in America, in India, why there is marriage? If there is no marriage, every man will look at multiple women. Every man will look at multiple women. In that multiple women, another man might be looking at that woman or another man will be looking at that man. So what will happen when one man and multiple men are looking at one woman? Obviously there will be conflict between men. There will be conflict between men. If there is a concept called as marriage, then one person will marry another woman. If another man is watching, hey, you have your wife now, you look at. So the same concept evolved. When the needs are same, the environments are same, the culture is also. So there will be no conflict. Why? Because see, you see I'm not seeing your wife, you don't see my wife. So what? The marriage system has been evolved to overcome the need called as reproductive need. Everywhere, in this way the cultures got evolved because of the thought processes same. The thought process is same, which they named it as psychic unity of mankind. So cultures evolved is same. It might be tribal society, the same culture. It might be modern society, same. Industrialized society, same. Agriculture society, same. Indian society, same. Afghanistan society, same. So when the responses are same, means cultures are same. When the cultures are same, they named it as culture parallels. Fifth, culture parallels. Believed man needs across the globe are same. What are the needs? Food, clothing, shelter, reproduction. Hence, to satisfy the same needs, the response in the form of thought is also same. You are there in Delhi, the another person is there in Ashok Nagar, Hyderabad. Your target is to get all India rank, You are given with the books, the thought process will be same or not? The thought process will be same or not? Psychic unity. Your evolution, this person evolution will be same or not? Same. Psychic unity of mankind. Culture, your culture, his culture with respect to books will be same. Your approach, his approach will be same. When you get all India rank 1 and this person got all India rank 2, just missed it, when you both come together, when you understand, when you listen, his thought process, your thought process will be matching, because of which you both are having rank 1 and rank 2. Another person who didn't clear the prelims, then what you were doing? I was sleeping. Early morning, 7 o'clock, I could not attend the class, so I will get up at 9 o'clock. I used to watch recorded videos. I am judging everyone, how this teacher is telling, how this teacher is telling, how this teacher is. I have 24 bar, I am judging only. I didn't start preparation. So the culture is different. So obviously one person is achieved, another person is not achieved. Means what I want to tell you, when the cultures are same, when the thought process is same, the cultures will be. When the thought process is same, the culture is same, that thought process same is called as psychic unity of mankind. See, hence to satisfy the same needs, the response in the form of thought process is also same. Hence, culture evolved in the same sequence, which they named it as culture parallels. Because of same thought process, which they named it as psychic unity of mankind. First one what? The evolution of culture is not spontaneous, the evolution of culture is stage-based. Second is, racial superiority is a myth. Third, advocated comparative methods. Fourth, culture survivals. Fifth, culture parallels due to psychic unity of mankind. Human cultures as a whole or socio-cultural institutions evolve in unilinear sequence, which is simple to complex, homogeneity to heterogeneity, savagery, barbarism to civilization. So any society will evolve stage by stage, socio-cultural institutions one after the other, from savagery to barbarism to civilization. We are heterogeneous or not? We are heterogeneous. We tell Afghanistan is backward. Why? Because they are homogeneous. They want everything to be Islamic. Homogeneous. So the society's same Islamic culture is there in Dubai, but they are developed. Why? Because they accept. Hindus will stay there, Christians will stay there, everything is there. So they are heterogeneous, they are more developed. So who want to develop, they should be. Who want to be civilized, they should be heterogeneous. That is the reason in India we are talking about, if you want to be developed, please stop this homogeneity. Don't have this kind of Hindutva or this kind of Islamophobia, it should not be there. Why? Because India, if you want to move on, we should have unity in diversity. Diversity means heterogeneity. Diversity means heterogeneity. Means if any question is there on unity and diversity, you can add this point in your GS also. How you will add? There are anthropologists like E.B. Tylor, Henry Morgan, James Fraser, in their thought process of classical evolutionism, they told that evolution is from homogeneity to heterogeneity, whereas homogeneity is primitive form and heterogeneity is civilized form. In civilized form, heterogeneity will be there. Heterogeneity means what? Diversity. So wherever there is diversity, there will be civilization. If your target is to achieve civilization, what should be the society? Heterogeneity. Heterogeneity means diversity. It might be your GS answer. How we write is very important. The last stage is civilization. But see, civilization is because of, they believed, last point, seventh. One thing, see, everyone will have a criticism. This is the criticism. However, they are having one feeling which is called as, they believed, if you want to know whether your society is civilized society or not, if you want to know that your society is civilized society or not, you have to compare. They believed Victorian society as one society every other society aspires to become. They believed Victorian society as the highest stage of development, they told. But Victorian society means British. British society is highest society. If you are thinking you are civilized, compare with us. Your life is like us, then you are civilized. So they believed Victorian society as the highest stage of development, which is criticized. Why? Because why we should believe Victorian society as the highest stage of development? Then you people should be ruled by yourself only, but an Indian origin person is ruling you people. Then how you are superior? You are not superior. Means, but the first criticism later. First we have to understand their thought. Their thought is what? Victorian society as the highest stage of development. So how many contributions are there? Similar contributions of 3 people? 7. Number 1, stage by stage. Next, racial superiority. Next, comparative study. Next, survivals of the past. Next, online people. Culture palace due to psychic unity of mankind. Next, from simple to complex, from homogeneity to heterogeneity. 7th, Victorian society as the highest stage of development. So these 3 people thought process is same. These 3 people believed the same. These 3 people believed in these 7 concepts. So they are called as classical evolutionists. They are called as classical evolutionists. Now you see. This is about, this is the answer for classical evolutionism. If there is a question, write about E.B. Tylor. You will write the same points. If there is a question, write about James Fraser, same answer. Henry Morgan, same answer. Apart from this, some extra points they gave that we will discuss here. First, in detail. So, what are the concepts of E.B. Tylor? Next, we will go to E.B. Tylor. Same. See, first I made you understand that these 3 people are clubbed together under classical evolutionism because of these 7 similarities. They believed in the 7 similarities. So, first individual. Now, we will come to individual. Individual questions also asked. What is the contributions of E.B. Tylor? What are the contributions of Henry Morgan? What are the contributions of James Fraser? So, first is E.B. Tylor. British anthropologist, Sir Edward Burnett. Tylor is widely considered to be among the founders of anthropology. Founders of anthropology. First professional anthropologist in the discipline. First professional anthropologist in the discipline. Primitive culture is generally considered Taylor's most important work. I told you, this is the famous book. Primitive culture is considered as the most famous book of this person. Primitive culture. In his book Primitive Culture, he contributed to the evolutionary study of culture in anthropology. Through his study of religion, he coined the term called as animism. Now we are going deeper. Now, generally why they are clubbed together. So now individually what are their contributions. So these people told the stages of evolution is stage after stage after stage. So mainly with respect to what concept he told, there is stage after stage means he told the first form of religion is animism. The first form of religion is animism. They believed soul worship. They believed in soul worship, animism. The first form of worship or the homogeneity to heterogeneity, simple to complex, savagery, barbarism, civilization. So we are in civilization which is polytheism. We are in polytheism and monotheism. We are in the civilized stage where there is polytheism and monotheism is there. So the first form of religion which evolved in the beginning is animism. Sir, what is animism? Anima means soul. Ism means worship. Soul worship. Animism means soul worship. Worship of souls is called as animism. So, apart from the general contributions of the school, individually also contributed something more other than this 7. Other than this 7. So, what are those? Individually we will be discussing. So, he told like the stage after stage after stage of evolution is true, but when they compared with, when they studied with respect to religion, he told, E.B. Tylor told, the first form of religion which evolved is animism. Why I will tell you. So, first we will understand the first form of religion which evolved is animism. Animism means worship of soul. First point, this is worship of souls which is called as animism. Humanity had begun in a state of primitive savagery and progressed to civilization. So, he told the mankind, the humanity had started from savagery to barbarism to civilization. So, when the man was savagery man means naked man, he doesn't have any culture, he doesn't have any way of living, he is very ruthless like animal. So, humanity evolved from savagery to civilization. So, in the savagery time, what form of religion he believed? Animism is a form of religion he believed. And when the man reached civilization, he told monotheism and polytheism. These are the religions which are followed in the time of civilization. So stage after stage after stage, no. So the humanity has the beginning from savagery stage and end in civilization stage. For that savagery stage, he linked the religion. Which religion? Animism. That is the first form of religion. Has moved from savagery to civilization. Religion also moved from animism to monotheism and polytheism. So how the people we believe who are polytheistic people, who believe in monotheism, they are civilized people. Christians, Muslims, Hindus, Jewish, these people are civilized people. But the people who believe animism today, like tribal people, they are primitive people. Till we tell that they are tribals, till we tell that they are primitive people, means they are still there in the backward stage. The people who are civilized, they generally follow which religion according to him? Monotheism or polytheism. Although Tylor believed that his own society was the most highly evolved and most civilized of its date. What is his society? Victorian society. He thought that it still contained many irrational elements that progress would eventually eliminate. So he wanted to tell that, yes, I am accepting that my own society is more progressive society, my own society is more evolved society, but in my society also there are irrational elements are there. Like what? Magic. Today, if we get stomach pain, in spite of taking a medicine or in spite of taking a doctor, we will rotate salt around us, or we will take lemon, or if we take some things and we will throw on other people, or at the 12 o'clock, if we go 12 o'clock on the roads, on the 3 roads or 4 roads, lot of things we will be seeing. It might be Hyderabad city, or it might be Mumbai city, or it might be Delhi Rajendra Nagar. There are irrational elements are present. The people, we are in civilized state, but this person is telling that civilization is not absolute. Civilization is not absolute. In spite of civilization, there is presence of some primitive elements. So, savagery to barbarism to civilization is not watertight compartments. In civilization also we can see some irrational elements. In civilization also we can see some barbaric elements. Yes or no? 2 days back in Kerala, 100% literate, some person told that you kill these 2 people and eat. Not only kill, you extra addition had, we are evolving, no? So, not only kill them, you should kill them and you have to cook and you should eat also. They ate, it is in the newspaper. So, means what? Civilized Kerala, 100% literate Kerala, at the same time there is irrational beliefs. So, these people are telling that the evolution is from savagery to barbarism to civilization, but my dear, he is telling that don't think that civilization means not 100%. There is not absolute, there is also some irrational elements. Means they are very practical, they are very realistic today also. Whether we are 100% civilized or we have some savagerism element, we have some barbaric element, yes. We have savagery elements, we are barbaric elements. So, he is telling that the thought process of E.B. Tylor is, it might be civilized society, my society, he is telling, my society, it might be Victorian society, it might be civilized society, but there are some elements of, so because of this it is accepted and we are reading, they just didn't told like this, they told in reality. So, from savagery to barbarism to civilization, when we reach the civilization also, we are not advanced, we are not technology oriented, there are irrational elements are present in our society. For example, 3 years back, DGP of one of the state, DGP, he was been conducting some sorcery and some witchcraft. He was been red-handedly caught by the media. A DGP, the boss of the state, the police boss of the state. He might be in the highest position, but still following irrational elements. So, these people are telling that yes, we told that savagery to barbarism to civilization, but these are not watertight compartments. In civilization also there are elements of psychic unity. Tylor's belief in monogenism, see, meant that he believed that all human brains followed the same course of development, an idea often referred to as psychic unity. He told that monogenism, psychic unity of mankind only. These 3 people together, they gave a term called as psychic unity of mankind, but E.B. Tylor, first he gave the term called as monogenism. My brain, your brain, his brain, her brain, everyone brain is same. Why? Because it's monogenism. Everyone genes are same with respect to brain. So, when the brain is same, when monogenism is there, obviously the thought process will be. When my brain is same and your brain is same, my brain is same and your brain is same. So when the brains are same, the thought process will be same. When thought process is same, the cultures will be same. It's called as psychic unity of mankind. So E.B. Tylor first gave what term? Monogenism. Monogenism. Why? Because this monogenism is 10 marker once upon a time. People got shocked. What is this monogenism? Monogenism is nothing but the term which is given by E.B. Tylor in spite of meaning is same, but which he used initially what term? Psychic unity of mankind. For psychic unity of mankind, he used a term called as monogenism. Meant that he believed that all human beings follow the same course of development, an idea often referred to as psychic unity, following the thinking of German ethnologist, which is also told by Adolf Bastian, believed that the widespread presence of similar material artifacts in diverse areas of the world proved the uniform nature of human thinking. Earlier, this person also told the same. Adolf Bastian told that across the world, similar tools are present. Across the geography, similar tools are present. For example, cricket bat is present in Hyderabad, cricket bat is present in Kerala, cricket bat is present in Africa, cricket bat is present in America. Why the similar tool is present? Why everyone is having same format of cricket bat? The thought process is. So this has been already told by Adolf Bastian. The same is also supported by E.B. Tylor. And E.B. Tylor told there is a concept called as monogenism, which is also told by Adolf Bastian, which told that the artifacts are same in different geographies. Why the artifacts will be same? The thought process might be same. So they are proving, yes, the thought process is same, but because it's not just I am telling, it is also already told by one of the German anthropologists called as. First you understand basic concept. Oh, this is called as classical evolutionism. This is called as E.B. Tylor. After that you have to improve your content. First classical evolutionism, what these three people told. Then what E.B. Tylor told. Then when you know about E.B. Tylor, you can also add in the classical evolutionism answer this person. So when he is believing in psychic unity of mankind, when he also believed in psychic unity of mankind, he is also a classical evolutionists. It's not that these people are only who believes they all are classical evolutionists. So when person is evaluating, he will come to a conclusion that he just didn't understood only from syllabus point of view. He had overall knowledge of the subject, because of which he added another person who is not part of the syllabus, like Adolf Bastian. He argued that all humans would solve in similar ways the problems their societies and environments presented to them. Each new social order presented problems that had to be solved with increasing rationality. Differences between societies resulted from the fact that some societies had progressed farther along this pathway than other societies. Simple, see. Similar society, one geography, another geography. Similar environment, similar environment. Similar geographical conditions, similar geographical conditions. Obviously, the evolution will be same, but you will get one doubt. They are answering the doubts. Then if that is the case, sir, in Andaman Nicobar Island, Port Blair and some of the islands, in these islands, Sentinelese, Jarvas, Onjis, tribal community are living. Port Blair, civilized people, modern people are living. Both are in Andaman Nicobar Islands. Both are having same environment, both are having same geography, but then why Port Blair people are developed, why not the Sentinelese people are not developed? Why Jarvas are not developed and the other Andaman Nicobar Island people are more developed? Ourselves. If you go to border of Telangana and Maharashtra, there is Gond tribal population, and little bit go, there is a Chandrapur, there is Balarcha, if you come down, there is Hyderabad. Then why the Hyderabad is developed? Why not the Gond tribal area? Everyone should go in the same stages. E.B. Tylor is telling, everyone should go in the same stages, but some stages will be delayed according to their environment. Their response will be delayed. So their development will be hampered. But in a long run, everyone should reach savagery, barbarism and civilization. Some will be quicker, some will be delayed. Some will be quicker, some will be delayed. But what are the universal stages? Savagery to barbarism to civilization. Based upon the environment, the evolution will happen. For example, Afghanistan 1970. Afghanistan 1970, the Afghanistan woman is free. That Afghanistan woman, Iran woman, today Iran woman, just not to have a hijab. Just not to have a hijab, they are fighting like anything. They are being killed by the army like terrorists. Just they are demanding that we don't want to wear hijab. The same country in 1970s, they are free women. They used to be on swimming pools also. 1970s, free life, Iran. But they became primitive, they became backward. So, the same stage of evolution will be there if there is same type of environments are available. So, the same is if and only if environments are same. So, the psychic unity of mankind, if I want to reach the psychic unity of mankind, what is the precondition? Environment should be same. So, these people are telling that, yes, psychic unity of mankind is possible, but the precondition is environments are same. So, those environments sometimes delayed, sometimes advanced. After advanced, sometimes again they go back, like Afghanistan today. Afghanistan now, after Taliban, now they went back. Once means the stages will be moving forward or the stages will be coming down based upon the environment. But if the environments are same, obviously the development will be same. If the environments are same, the stages will be same. The Hyderabad or Madras or Delhi, the stages of development is same because the environments are almost same. But the Kabul and the Delhi is not same. Why? Because the environments are different. So, based upon the environment, the psychic unity of mankind will be valid. He told with example also. He told that someone questioned him. So, if that is the case, then why everyone are not developed on the same lines? He told that sometimes the development will be delayed or sometimes the development will be quicker. Mainly depends upon environment. Accepted or not? One person will get in the 4th attempt, another person will get in the 1st attempt. Why? Environment. He got a very good guide or he got a very good mentor, or from the children are civil servants. So, from childhood he is having an approach, he got a very good environment. So, he got in the 1st attempt and 2nd attempt. This person got in the 5th. Because he will reach. When the environments are same. But he might be delayed because if the environment might take some time. But without environment he cannot reach. It may be 10th attempt also. It might be 10th attempt also. If the environment is not, that cordial environment is not there, then obviously will not get never. So, to reach that stage, there is a need for environment. That stage will be similar if the environments are. For Tylor and other scholars of his era, such as Lewis Henry Morgan, psychic unity was based on biology, but tied to the idea that humanity had to follow a single course of progressive social development. When the single progress of social development is possible, when there is same format of environment is, the traits and characteristics of societies could be compared with one another to determine each fit on the evolutionary scale. A clear path from savagery to civilization could then be delineated. Here in this context, he told that I can understand this people evolved from savagery to barbarism to civilization. This people evolved from savagery to barbarism to civilization. These people got delayed, but these people are quicker when I compare. So, to know whose development is quicker, whose development is delayed, I should comparative methods. When I compare, then only I can know. When I compare, if I just think that he is IAS or IAS, then I cannot understand the effort put by him and the effort put by him. But when I analyze, which attempt you got, 4th attempt, which attempt you got, 1st attempt, oh. So, when I compare only, I am knowing more in detail. Why you took 4th attempt, why you took 1st attempt. When I go deeper, then I will understand the environment. So, when I compare only, I will know the stages of evolution. So, for knowing about the stages of evolution, whether delayed or not, I should go for, in this context, he gave the concept called as, so this we will do tomorrow. So, up to now what I explained you? I explained you about syllabus, I explained you about 12 schools. In 12 schools, I opened up with classical evolutionism. In classical evolutionism, I discussed about what are the common contributions. Because of the common contributions, they are clubbed together under classical evolutionism. What are the common contributions? 7 contributions are similar. So, these 3 people are clubbed under one school called as classical evolution. Then I went individually. Then what I told? E.B. Taylor. In E.B. Taylor, I advocated that the first form of religion is animism. The last form of evolution is evolution of religion is with respect to stages of development. The stages of development is universal, savagery to barbarism to civilization. The stages of evolution is everywhere, but it depends upon environment. Why the stages of development is similar? Because of psychic unity of mankind. For psychic unity of mankind, E.B. Taylor gave the term called as monogenism. So we will get a doubt, one is evolved quickly, one is delayed, it depends upon environment. And the next topic is, this topic is survivals of the past. This is survivals of the past. Write down today's question, today's answer writing question. Write about the contributions of classical evolutionism. Where is your book? Just like that you came, huh? By okay. Write the contributions of classical evolutionism. Classical evolutionism. See, listen. 10 marks means 150 words. 150 words means 2 pages. They will not count the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 because 1 off 2. 2 pages should be filled. 2 pages should be filled. That's it. If you fill the 2 pages, 150 words. 10 marker, 150 words, 2 pages. 10 marker. 15 marker, 200 words, 3 pages. 20 marker, 4 pages, 250 words. You should fill 4 pages. If you don't fill 4 pages, that means your answer is somewhere less. So, for 10 marker, you have to fill 2 pages. If it's 15 marker, you have to fill 3 pages. The letters might be big or small, irrational. We are not bothered. The 2 pages should be filled, 3 pages should be filled, 4 pages should be filled. For 10, 15 and 20. So, today's question is, write about the contributions of classical evolutionism. 10 marker. 10 marks means 2 pages you have to fill. So, how you will write? First, introduction. Classical evolutionism is the first school of anthropological thought. In this, the 3 anthropologists, British anthropologist called as E.B. Taylor, American anthropologist named as Henry Morgan, British anthropologist named as James Frazer. These 3 people together had contributed to the school called as classical evolutionism. Next side heading. Classical evolutionism contributions. 7 contributions. First, what is first contribution? Evolution is stage by stage but not spontaneous. Like they told, from savagery to barbarism to civilization. Second, racial superiority is a psychological myth, because at the time the racism, here I just as a class I gave you, you should add your explanation. At that time the racism was highly prevalent, so they were against the racism. As the classical evolutionists, they criticized the concept of racism. Third, they advocated comparative methods. When we compare only, we can understand the stages of development. So they gave high importance for comparisons. Fourth, survivals of the past. The culture which is present in the past is also present today. It is called as survivals of the past. Fifth, psychic unity of mankind. So the E.B. Taylor, Henry Morgan, James Frazer, these 3 people together explained about psychic unity of mankind. They told that when the human people, the biology of the man is same and the needs are same, and when the environments are same, the thought process will be same, when the thought process is same, the response is same. The response is called as cultures. When the cultures are same in different geographies, it is called as culture. Like flowchart also you can write. Sixth, so the evolution is from homogeneity to heterogeneity, simple to complex, and savagery to barbarism to civilization. Seventh is, Victorian society is the highest stage of development. 7 contributions. After this, I will also discuss about criticism. In this question, any question, you should also add criticism. After the completion of the school, I will give you the criticism. That also you should add later. But now you write only 7 contributions in 2 pages. And the group link will be posted in your Telegram channel. There you have to submit your answers. Daily basis evaluation will happen. Weekly test will happen in app. And I am promising you, The same energy and the same classes will be delivered. Why? Because the last batch was been completed on this Saturday. The same energy was been continued in the 105 lecture also. 105th lecture also the same energy has been continued. I will be consistent, and I am popular for consistency first. If you are consistent, this is your life, you should be consistent, you should be strong, then you can crack. This exam is like any other examination if you are consistent. If you are not consistent, it will be like Himalayan mountain. So every day the class will start sharply by 7 o'clock. So offline students mainly come by time. Why? Because other people will get disturbed. 7:03 is the last. 7:03. You meet the office. They will do. Any doubts today class? Every day all the doubts will be in the last 15 minutes. Any doubts you can ask me now. Environment means conditions. Environment means conditions. It might be a geographical conditions. It might be parental also. It might be all the conditions. Here environment means not only geographical conditions, nature, society, state, law and order, all together is environment. Okay? When we will get handout? Immediately after the class. I will send complete classical evolutionism. By the time the historical particularism and diffusionism will start, 2 days before only I will send historical particularism and diffusionism. In that society, they also believe in magic. See, everywhere there is a concept called as evil. Everywhere there is something called as devils, evils. There is also, why movies are coming? Evil Dead. Recently one movie came, Unholy. Devil movies. Why? There is a belief system. People are believing, people are watching. That is also irrational. No? There is no concept of evil. There is no concept of irrationality. For example, we are going and worshipping a god. Whether it's a belief or it's a truth. Belief is uncertain. The word belief itself is uncertain. Belief might not. The word belief itself is, if I tell you, believe me, certain or uncertain? Sir, what is the guarantee? Why? Because belief itself is uncertain. But truth is truth. I am worshipping the god based upon the belief. That is, Constitution also mentioned under Article 25, right to belief. Belief means uncertain word. But civilization means what? Rationality. Civilization means what? Objective. Civilization means what? Scientific. Everything should be science oriented. But today also we are not science oriented. For example, we are worshipping the gods based upon belief. Belief is irrational. You will get the books. After 50% of the payment of the fees to the management, they will send you the books to the online and offline people. You can take the books from the office. We will provide you the books. Thank you. Have a good day.